Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2026 Senior PGA Championship. Up to the tee, John Pillar.
I said, hey, we're still putting the tee markers right where the VIP spot.
Yeah. John always told me to tee up away from the danger zones. You got dangers on both sides, so where do I go? Right down the middle, I guess, huh?
I would say we get together every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Generally for like 3 holes. But it gives an opportunity just to kind of get away, catch up on things that we probably don't talk about too much. Takes me back to when I started, right? You get done, you get an afternoon where you can just sneak out because it's slow.
Same exact thing. Yep.
Makes me feel a little bit younger.
Feel like an intern.
Yep. Until this guy bombs it 55 yards by me. So I don't feel too young. There's a good golf swing. The game was a big part of it.
You're about to compete in the 2026 Senior PGA Championship. What does that opportunity mean to you?
And, as a competitive golfer and a PGA of America member, being able to participate in a major championship, that's the ultimate goal. And it's humbling because, you think you're decent, you work hard at it. Wish I was healthy, but, we're going to go forward and do the best we can.
How has your mindset evolved over the years as a golfer?
Going back to when I was younger, I had way more ability. Could do almost anything with a golf ball, didn't think things through, didn't know how to play the game. I would say now as I've gotten older and evolved, I understand what it takes to play the game and manage the game, and the skills aren't quite where they used to be. I've probably understood how to play the game. Perfect shots aren't something that has to happen. It's a matter of managing your emotions, managing the lows when they happen, and managing the highs when they happen. It's experience is really the key, I would think. Having experience on going through almost everything in golf, during a round, competitive round, succeeding, failing, and then succeeding. Gone through experiences, and then also, just things are in perspective. My life is good. I've said it before. I do what I love what I do, and I think if anybody takes that and lives by it, they're going to have a great life. Work isn't that hard if you love what you do. Playing golf or putting the time in isn't that hard if you love what you're doing. If you're not having fun, you're probably not going to do anything for very long. So I still enjoy it.
I imagine, though, it's got to be pretty cool working with him, and you've learned so much from him, I imagine, over the years.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously we have a working relationship, but we have a friend relationship as well. So I'm rooting on him on all fronts right now. So it's always good to see him play well, and like I said, it just builds up the excitement. Hope he can get to a hot and steady start so we don't have to, unfortunately, see his name drift to the bottom of the leaderboard, but I doubt that'll happen. Like we were talking about, he's such an ultra competitor. He just won't let that happen. I know he takes this seriously, and he really wants to do well, and he wants to do well for himself, but also for Woodloch and Woodloch Springs. He wants to come back and have cool stories to tell, right? Because this is just another great memory that he's going to have throughout his career. And obviously, if you've been following along John over his golf career, he's had a lot of great memories. So like I said, it's a great talking point, and it brings a lot of excitement. And if he starts making a couple of birdies, we are probably not going to be able to leave the TV screen inside the golf shop, which hopefully Brad does not mind. And the keys and dolls.
What makes Woodloch Springs so special to me? Well, in perfect honesty, it's all I know. I've spent 35 of my years on the earth right here. I've been blessed. They've provided me, not only a job and a profession, but they've enabled me to, raise a family, build my career. My family is everything. I've said this from before. I've got the greatest wife who supported me through every decade that I've played golf since we met. I mean, she fell in love with a golf professional. She married a golf professional. It's not easy. What I do and what I've done and what we do is, in our level, is very selfish. And there's a lot of time that traveling to tournament solo, she had to take on all the responsibility. And then have my kids. you know, I had to miss certain things. I tried to beat everything, but yeah, they're the backbone and really the essence of why I play the game. And I do love it. You know, I love competing. You know, I love to play golf, but I love competing at the professional level, and it takes a lot. I'd rather now, I hate to say this, but I'd rather kind of hang and spend time, you know, with them, because you don't get it back. You can get me emotional here. So time is the one thing that now I'd rather spend with, you know, with them than go out and put the effort in on playing sometimes. So, you know, that would be, it's everything. You know, that's critical to me. My family's everything to me. Got 3 great boys and the most supportive wife that you could ever ask for. Yep, excellent. Got me there, you son of a gun.
Senior Championship starts next week. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, put it in God's hands now. Let him take the wheel. See what happens.
Yep.
Yep. Who's in front of us? There you go. We'll give him a nice handshake here. Yeah. Good luck. Yeah. God bless America.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's Johnny Clayton. JC.